Good morning. Today I want to talk about writing slumps and reading slumps and book slumps in general, and when you know that you have a thing that you need to do and you just don't feel like it. So it is July 21st and I have not written very much at all this month. I think I might have gotten about half a chapter done, which is really slow for me. Normally I write somewhere between 500 and 2,000 words a day, about 5 days a week. I don't push myself to write every day. I kind of understand that if I make myself do it, I will make myself hate it. And so I've learned to just kind of, when I need a day off, just take a day off. Do something else that is not writing, that is writing adjacent, maybe work on a map or flesh out a character concept or spitball story ideas or directions or plot a different book or do something writing related but not writing. And that has not been working for me this month. It's the first time this has happened since I started writing a little over a year ago, and it could just be that I need a break. It could just be that I need some downtime. That's okay. I don't have a problem taking downtime. My problem is there is no end in sight. So I thought maybe today we could talk about that and talk about what it's like to be in a writing slump and some of the plans that I have to kind of pull myself out of it. Waiting until I am inspired to write again doesn't work for me. If you're writing for self-expression, waiting until you feel like writing, waiting until you feel inspired, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not writing for self-expression. I am writing to publish. So while all of the deadlines that I have set are set by myself for myself, I operate best within parameters. I operate best having a goal or having a target, a reasonable, reachable goal, but something that I have to stretch for. I just do best if I set milestones for myself and then work towards those milestones. Not publish someday, 2 years in the future, but like by the end of the week, write this chapter, or within the next couple days, figure out this thing that I've gotten stuck on. I just do better with goals and with deadlines. So I tend to set them for myself. But when I have blown them out of the water week after week, when I am struggling to make those deadlines, it's time to shift gears. It's time to do a different approach. So my plan is to set time in the morning, 2 hours every morning, to sit down and try to make myself write. And I know that seems really counterintuitive. The writing that I get out of that will not be good. I'm not expecting it to be good. I am expecting to reset the pattern. I am expecting to reset the habit, and then hoping that doing that long enough, if I do that for a week or two, that may help sort of jumpstart, and that may sort of help get me reinvested in the story that I'm working on. So that is the goal. That is the plan. How effective I will be with the kids are here for the summer, and we've got all kinds of plans going on, and trying to set aside 2 hours every morning, the same 2 hours every morning for consistency's sake, to sit down and write is really difficult. And I know a lot of you who write are like, well, yeah, I have to do it all the time. I got to put the kids to bed. I got to cook dinner. I got to go to work. I don't usually have to deal with all that. My time is pretty much my own. I don't have young kids. I don't have a regular 9-to-5 job that I have to go to. So usually I get to dictate my own time, and I get to do things as and when it's convenient for me. And it just hasn't been like that for the past few months. And I am struggling with not feeling in control of my own time, and I really don't like that feeling. Nobody does, I'm sure, but I'm not used to it. Not anymore. So I used to work in corporate America. I used to, I'll call it a 9-to-5, but it was really more like a 7-to-6. So I used to be used to it, and I'm just not anymore. And I'm much happier now that I'm in control of my own time. So rather than setting goals like I normally would of, I want to get this problem in the dialogue worked out in the next few days, or I want to get this section plotted out in the next week, those goals aren't working for me right now. So it's time to shift gears. It's time to do something different. And setting a timer to get up and write every day at the same time every day I hope is going to help me get back on track. It has worked for me in the past. I haven't had a slump quite like this, but I have run into places where it's like, man, I really don't feel like writing right now. That's carried on for more than a few days, and we're well past more than a few days now. So it's time to sort of kick my own butt and get myself back in gear. So that's the plan. I have 2 finished manuscripts sitting on my desk waiting for edit. And so far, I started doing the timer thing Thursday, Friday last week, and so far it's worked really well. I am almost halfway through editing the werewolf romance that I kind of kicked out over NaNoWriMo. I'm quite pleased with it. It's not the best book in the world, but I like it. I like the characters. I like the story. So yeah, I'd like to finish that and get it sent off to an editor so that I can actually, publish it at some point so other people can read it. I had a girlfriend of mine read it and she gave me some really excellent feedback. So I'm currently working on sort of seeding all that in. And then I will do another quick backwards edit where you read each sentence starting at the end of the story, start to finish in the sentence to look for grammatical errors and things like that. I guess it's called line editing. I don't know. I learned how to do it a long time ago when I was writing for university. So I'll do that and then send it off to be edited, hopefully, and then maybe at some point get it published. So I'm really excited about it. It'll be the first thing that I actually publish. I'm going to self-publish it because frankly, trying to compete in the romance space terrifies me. There's just so much going on. And there's so many people writing in that genre, and it's so saturated. I feel like if I can just get the book out there, it will bolster my confidence and bolster my my confidence in my writing and my confidence in my ability to string together a story that people are actually interested in reading. So, my goal is 5, basically. I know that seems like a really low bar, but my goal is 5 unsolicited purchases on the book, and I feel like that's reasonable. I don't have a time frame for it. I just would like for 5 people to buy the book on their own without me asking them to. So that would be cool. Yeah, so that's my teeny tiny baby writer goal. So for now, to try and get myself back into writing, I'm going to do the 2 hours a day thing and see if that helps. And I'll update you guys in a few weeks and let you know where I'm at. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And of course, if you like the way that I present information, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below. You can find all of my social media contacts in the description. And of course, if you want to keep up with me and the progress I'm making on my current novel, you can do that at effywritesbooks.com. Thank you so much for watching. Have an excellent day, and I'll see you next time.